Hello, good morning, and what a good morning it is, in the sense that it's a beautiful one. I mean, look at this, what a gorgeous start. It must be, I don't know even if it's quite 7:30 yet, but the day's off to a cracking start. I think it's going to be a lovely one. It's cool, has to be said, and there are some little pockets of frost here and there, Brew, and I have noticed as we've been walking out, but it's beautiful. Just beautiful start to the day, and I'm so glad I've an interment of ashes later, and that's followed by a memorial service. And well, it's such a little thing, but it makes such a big difference when it's a bonny day, particularly for an outside service, as you'll understand, but not just because it makes it more practical to conduct the service, because it just makes a difference to the atmosphere, to the feeling for the family. So I'm really pleased about that. Yesterday, as you may recall, I was a bit discombobulated, didn't really know what to say. I was kind of all over the place, apologise for it. I suppose I didn't really have to. Some people said that, but I feel I do, because there's a part of I have a responsibility, I feel, to have something to say and to try and be as positive as I possibly can. But there's so much at the moment, isn't there, that's on our minds and in our hearts. Have you heard about this thing that's doing the rounds? It's called post-lockdown anxiety. It's a feeling of unease about how we're going to cope as we come out. I'm really suffering from that, I think. Certainly as far as the church is concerned, I've spoken to one or two of you at things about a concern I have about how we're going to start the church up. If not from cold, then certainly from lukewarm. It's like after you've left the car for a long time and you go out and you turn the key or you press the button and there's a little unspoken prayer there, isn't there? Or maybe it's a spoken one, that the car will start. Well, I have that feeling with the church. We just don't have a playbook for this. So how are we going to do it? How are people going to feel about it? They could just be so excited about being back together. I think we all are excited about the thought of seeing people again. Or they could be very reticent, very nervous about coming back into crowds. I think a lot of people are feeling that with the post-lockdown anxiety. You know, we've been distanced for so long. We're anxious, people are anxious about what's going to happen when things start to open up again, even with the vaccine. This whole time, these months, they really have played around with us, haven't they? They really have mucked us up, our humanity, and how we think about our humanity. And I really do think it's going to take a long time for us to sort ourselves out, to deal with the fallout from this, and not just getting used to living with the virus, because I think we are. Elimination, eradication, I don't want to get into that argument now, but I think it's almost impossible to do. We're dealing with something that is all over the world. It's not just in one place, and so I think we're going to have to learn to live with it. That's going to take a lot in itself. But then there's also all the other stuff, the dehumanizing effects of this time. And I think the church has a huge role to play in that. I really do believe that. But I just wonder how many people in the church are going to have the energy to do it. I know that I really do. I worry about whether I am going to have the energy to be able to do it. But that's a whole other conversation. Today is Carpe Diem day, which is a bit odd, because Carpe Diem, of course, is seize the day. So it's seize the day. And maybe that's what we need to do, just for the moment, as we're dealing with this lockdown anxiety. Just get out there, seize the day, enjoy the day. And what a day this is to seize. So go on, get out there, seize this day. It's a beautiful day. Whatever you have planned for it, have a great, wonderful, fantastic, excellent, superb Friday. Take care, be good to yourself, be kind to yourself, whatever you do. Seize that day, and God bless.